Army Court.
Yeah, the Army Court.
The Army Court will submit their report, as well as the state SIT will submit their report. So MHA will examine both the report and find out the truth.
And point number 3, you said the Nagaland delegation impressed upon the Home Minister to replace the Assam Rifles unit in Mon with immediate effect.
Yeah.
What was the response from Shah?
Positive, positive.
It will be done.
So that the police will replace the Assam Rifles there? Or
Assam Rifle order unit will come.
but what difference will it make?
No. The people will go who are posted presently. They will go, the other unit will come. They will be replaced by another unit.
So which means the present Assam Rifle outpost which is posted there in Moon
The post will be there.
will be there, but the battalion will be removed.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
new battalion will come.
The Indian-
So which means the old battalion which has been stationed in Moon has something in related with this OT firing?
No, that is the demand of the
Yeah.
civil societies.
The amount of people.
Coming back to AFSPA, if at all, basing on inquiries, commissions and all, AFSPA is removed from the state, it's not to undermine the state government's credibility, but will the state government be able to handle the law and order situation?
That is the demand of the civil societies, the public. And therefore the state forces has to handle the law and order situation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Last one.
Yeah, my question is to our Honorable Deputy Singh. My question is that we all know now that the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council is doing their eviction drive near the border, mostly that affecting Dimapur area. They have started their eviction drive in Tutukan colony near Venufield Jacket, saying that there are a lot of illegal activities is going on, whereas the individuals who are residing there, they don't have proper documents. So during the eviction drive in Tutukan colony by Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council along with the Assam government and paramilitary forces, that 21 Naga households were also compelled to lose their house. That's one. Secondly, on Balijan area, that's bordering LRC colony and Nutun Busti, Paul Ingri, Mohan Busti, Au Yumsen, and connecting Dilaget, that is Mangiman area. So, sir, are you aware of those eviction? And then people are panicking. We know that it is beyond our border, that's in Assam. But most of the area being occupied by the Nagas. So, sir, did the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council have aware our state government also, or what are the procedures that our Home Department is also doing in regard with this eviction?
Yeah, in regard to this eviction, we have deployed ASP, CP Dimapur and DC Dimapur. They are on the job. Let us wait for their report.
Okay, don't mix up. Thank you.
As far as border issue is going to
A few days back, in a chartered plane, the former Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang, present Chief Minister Nefi Rio, and Deputy Chief Minister of Nagaland, Y. Patton, had on a chartered plane gone to Delhi to meet Home Minister Amit Shah. In this meeting, the presence of Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, was also felt, and along with Himanta Biswa Sarma, they all went and met with the Home Minister Amit Shah. So, in this regard, there were 3 points in which the Naga leaders had actually gone to apprise Srimati Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India. The one was on the voting killings, the second one was on the repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, and the third issue being the Naga peace talks. We are looking at the outcome and looking at what the Chief Minister had to say, that the meeting was successful and that the Home Minister was apprised and the Home Minister has agreed on certain conditions to the Nagas' demands, and that they will be doing a fair inquiry as to see who were the involved party in the voting killing incidents, and they will be facing under a court of inquiry in which all the persons involved in it will be suspended and a case will go on against them. With regard to the AFSPA rule also, there shall be a committee, and the committee will recommend. The committee will be headed by the Additional Secretary Northeast of the Ministry of Home Affairs Department, and then he will actually give a report in 45 days to see if the AFSPA could be repealed. Now, to know more on this press conference that was just held by Chief Minister Nefirio and the other two leaders, which is the Deputy CM Y. Patton and former Chief Minister T.R. Zeliang, we have with us our assistant editor Pitosu, who's actually there in the press conference. So we'll go live to him and ask him further details as to what the leaders had to say on the incident. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, sir, firstly, what did the leaders say that when they went to meet Home Minister Amit Shah, and what was the response? And also the presence, how important was the presence of Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma?
Press conference by Chief Minister, followed by Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Y. Patton and NPF leader T.R. Zeliang just got over. Following the meeting with Amit Shah by Nagaland Chief Minister with his counterpart Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa, they had a discussion on Thursday night, that is 23rd of December. So following the meeting, Chief Minister headed by Nefirio and T.R. Zeliang, as well as Deputy CM Y. Patton, had a press conference. And today, in today's press conference, they have told us that the center is looking into considering the repealing AFSPA from the state, for which the center will be constituting a committee to look into the matter, and the committee will have to submit the report within 45 days. And the Home Ministry will look into the commission's report. Then only they will decide if the state is in the position to repeal AFSPA or not. So to repeal the AFSPA, the center will be having a committee, and the committee will be studying the issues in Nagaland, here in the Nagaland, regarding the law and order things, and which includes both IG and AR, that is military side, as well as Chief Secretary Northeast. So combining all this, will be studying the situation here in Nagaland, and they will accordingly submit the report to the Home Ministry, and then Home Ministry will take the decision accordingly. So the committee will have to submit the report within 45 days. That is what the Chief Minister has said.
All right, sir. And also regarding, it was mentioned in the press release that there will be a court of inquiry. Normally a court of inquiry is a committee that is formed in the Armed Forces Division, and in the Parliament address that Home Minister Amit Shah gave, they said that there will also be a central committee to look into the incident, Mon killing incident. So how is there going to be a convergence of all three? You know, from the state also we've got a SIT just to administer, or rather to find the report, to give its report. Then from the armed forces you've got the court of inquiry. And then is there any central team that is also going to investigate on this matter?
Well, Chief Minister told us that they will be having a court of inquiry regarding the incident which happened in Mon. So the court of inquiry regarding this, I raised the question asking what will be the difference between SIT and a court of inquiry. So speaking of which, Chief Minister could not give a clear cut on that, but however, T.R. Zeliang, the leader of NPF, said court of inquiry will be based on military side, as well as SIT will be from the state side. So then only they will, the both sides will have their own court of inquiry, and then they will submit the report to the Home Ministry, and then Home Ministry will take action if those personnel involved in the incident are liable to be punished or not. So based on that only, the state of ministry will take action according to that.
All right, sir. So which means in the press conference, the leaders did not confirm that the center would actually have a commission to actually look into the matter. Is that correct?
Sorry, come again, please.
So which means in the press conference, the leaders only addressed that the state will also have a special investigation team looking into the Mon killings, and there will be a court of inquiry. So which means from the central aspect of it, there will be no commission from the center to actually look into the voting killings. Would that be correct to say that?
See, the court of inquiry is solely from the Ministry of Defense side. So I think directly or indirectly, center is involved from the side of court of inquiry, whereas SIT is from the state side. So they both will have a different angles of inquiry. They will dig into those incidents and find out the report, and then only they will submit the report, and accordingly decision will be taken by the Defense of Ministry on this incident.
Right. So sir, initially the meeting also discussed about the repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. So in the press conference, did we get any message saying that there could be an amendment to the law, or rather there could be an amendment to the AFSPA law?
See, when I asked about if the repealing of AFSPA will be a partial or complete removal from the state, the Chief Minister said it will be based on inquiry, based on the Commission's inquiry. So the Centre will only take decision according to the report of Commission inquiry. So if it is going to be a partial removal or complete removal, that will be based on the inquiry commission. And then secondly, I asked if the state is in a position to tackle the law and order situation in the state, if at all AFSPA is removed, wherein the Chief Minister said, it is the will of the people, it is the call of the people to remove or to repeal the AFSPA from the state. So it will be, or it will have to be done accordingly by the people as well as the state government, both in coordination with. So the Chief Minister was clear in that if at all AFSPA is removed, the state, he didn't say if a state is in a position to be able to handle the law and order situation if at all AFSPA is removed. But he said it is the will of the people to remove AFSPA. So I think it is lie on the people of Nagaland. So if Nagaland is in position to be, if the Nagaland state government is in a position to be able to handle the law and order situation, is out of question as of now. But as according to Chief Minister, it is solely on the call of the people.
All right, sir.
Yes.
So December 25th, or rather Christmas, was quite a sad sight to see in Mon, and especially in Oting. And this incident that shook the whole state happened on the December 4th. Now, according to the press release, there is now going to be a committee, and there's going to be a court of inquiry, and the report should come out within 45 days. Do you think that the centre and the state government are trying to buy time, or rather buy time so that justice is a little delayed?
Well, it is hard to comment on that because according to Chief Minister, the Home Ministry is also very serious on this issue, and then they had a meeting in a late night on Thursday, it's 23rd of December, regarding this issue with Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma, who is also a president of NEDA in the Northeast. So Centre is also seen very serious on this, but regarding the buying of time by both state and the Home Central is something different that I cannot comment directly, because as per the situation that we have been seeing on the ground is even the state government cabinet has taken a decision to repeal AFSPA from the state, and accordingly following the decision, Chief Minister headed by Chief Minister along with Deputy Chief Minister, Home Minister and NPF leader, they all met Hemanta Biswa Sarma very few days back. So I think as of now, I think state government is very serious on this, and also central government is also very serious on this, but how serious it is going to be will be the question that remains to be asked. It's only after the Commission submits its inquiry or report to the Centre for the removal of AFSPA.
All right. So, sir, anyways, when it comes to the press release, it has been mentioned that the persons directly involved in the incident will be suspended from the service. Does this mean after their suspension, they will be tried like a normal civilian, or will they still be tried under, or would they still be armed forces who are going to be tried, and would they get some leniency?
Well, there is no specifically, nothing is mentioned regarding the punishment, if they will be suspended or if they will be punished according to the law. But as per the press release, of the state government, it is said that court of inquiry will be conducted, and those involved, if they are found to be punishable, then they will be punished according to the law. That is what the press release said. And the secondly, which is out of question, but what the chief minister said was like there are some rifle outposts which is there in the Moon Town. The present personnel, those who are posted there, will be removed from there. The very battalion will be removed from there, and that will be replaced by different battalion. That is what the press conference and the chief minister has said.
All right. So, sir, I also wanted to ask this. It's not been too long before Nagaland turned into an oppositionless government, but for the past few days, or rather for the last 6 to 7 days, we've seen that NPF leader T.R. Zeliang has come into the picture. So what is the importance of T.R. Zeliang being in this committee? What was the motive behind him also going to Delhi to meet Home Minister Amit Shah?
Well, T.R. Zeliang plays a very important role here in this thing. And you know what, as per the source, following the meeting with Amit Shah, the source said that T.R. Zeliang was very unanimously against the AFSPA in the state. So I think the voice of T.R. Zeliang plays a very important role here in this decision, since he has got more than 10 MLAs with him, and he has been a very pioneer to the state of Nagaland. So I think T.R. Zeliang playing a role in this decision is a vital thing. So as per our source also, it says that he was unanimously standing against ASPA in front of Home Minister Amit Shah there on the meeting on 23rd of December. Yes.
All right. So when it comes, so we've known from the press release, or rather press note, that the CM has provided that there would be a court of inquiry from the central level. So what about our SIT, the state SIT? Is this SIT going to be headed by, what kind of an officer would head this? Would it be on a DSP level? Would it be on a commissioner level? Or would it be on a DGP level?
Well, T.R. Zeliang in his press conference said court of inquiry will be headed by the center, that is from defense side, and SIT from the state side. So both of them will have their own inquiry, and then they will submit accordingly. And the decision will be taken accordingly based on those reports. The SIT, which is headed by IGP level from the state side, and then court of inquiry, which they didn't mention who will be directly heading the inquiry, but they said it will be headed by the center, from the center side. So I think people need to understand that we have two different inquiry here in this incident. One is from the center side, and one is from the state side, that is SIT. Yes.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for all the updates that you've just provided to us. We hope that the viewers will get some repose and will find some sense into what the meeting was all about with the Home Minister, that our three leaders, which is the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nephew Rio, the Deputy Chief Minister, Y. Patton, and NPF leader T.R. Zeliang, who went and actually met Union Home Minister Amit Shah to apprise him on the voting killings, to apprise him on the repeal of the ASPA, and to also apprise him on the Naga peace talks that are ongoing. And in the meeting, there was present CM Sharma, Himanta Sharma of Assam, who also accompanied the Naga leaders in their meet with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Well, that was all for this hour's bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Onville TV. Goodbye.
सुगंध, रंग और असली झांस एवरीडे